And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's live stream, as always, please do get into the comments, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It could be a huge day for us here on British Stand as we are closing in on 100,000 subscribers. Let me just check the audio's okay. Make sure the audio is good. Please do. Cool. Yes, guys, we are going to be discussing a load of other stuff, guys, going through some of the latest news, of course, from around the country. But get involved into the live chat and let me know your thoughts on the budget. We haven't really spoken together since the budget's happened. I know we've rolled out a ton of videos, but I haven't heard really your thoughts and opinions in a live chat with regards to the budget. What are your thoughts on the cover-up from the Southport, the cover-up in Parliament? MPs weren't allowed to ask questions in Prime Minister's questions with regards to the Southport killer and why they hid so many details from the British public. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that scandal. And of course, we're going to be going through a few other bits and pieces, a bit on Peter Lynch as well. As of course, there has been an inquest launched into him and his death. Of course, it has came out that he has hung himself, which is so sad to see, and it's something that, of course, we didn't need to have in this situation. And with the sort of fallout from the Southport killing stuff, it does seem as though it was he shouldn't have been in jail anyway. He shouldn't have been in jail regardless, but he shouldn't have definitely been in jail when these opinions sort of came out and the details have came out surrounding the Southport killer as well. But as stated, guys, I want to go through some of the budget stuff, and I've got a video for you, and I want to speak about Labour and them being held for accountable, because I did say recently, I had a bit of a rant with regards to Prime Minister's questions recently, and I felt that whenever Keir Starmer's asked a question, he never answers a question. Interview after interview following the budget, he never answers questions. And there's been some hard-hitting interviews over the last couple of days, even from sort of Sly News and the sort of, well, not BBC, they never give hard-hitting interviews, but from sort of Sly News and Sky News. They gave some interesting questions to him, but he just bats it off and he doesn't really care. And whilst again I don't support the Conservatives, they did compile a video together, and I want you to know, and I want to ask this question to you: lying on this scale to the British public should be illegal, and why is it not illegal? Let's roll this clip.
All of our plans are fully costed and fully funded. And that means no tax rises for working people.
We're not going to be raising tax on working people.
We will not raise taxes on working people.
We're not putting up taxes on working people.
Labour government will not raise income tax, will not raise national insurance contributions, and will not raise VAT.
We're not going to increase tax on working people, and that means
that Labour will not be putting up taxes on working people.
But no, we don't think that we should be raising taxes on working people.
There'll be no additional taxes on households under a Labour government.
Let me be absolutely clear, we will not raise tax for working people.
We will not raise taxes on working people.
We have said we're not raising taxes on working people.
And we're not going to be increasing taxes on working people.
We will not be increasing taxes on working people.
That is a commitment not to increase taxes on working people.
I don't believe it's fair to raise taxes on working people.
We will not further increase personal taxes
on lower
people.
That burden on working people.
There's nothing in our manifesto which requires additional taxes.
It's complete garbage. We will not be raising taxes on working people.
I'm not going to be raising taxes on working people.
I want taxes to be
And we're not going to be increasing taxes on working people.
We've said we will not be raising taxes on working people.
I am announcing an increase in employers' national insurance contributions.
We have no plans to raise taxes on working people. We've said it a million times.
It's by 1.2 percentage points.
And I'll spell that out. No income tax, no national insurance, no VAT.
Means that this budget raises taxes by £40 billion.
I want taxes on working people to be lower.
So yes, there you go, a video of all of the sort of lies that they have said. And again, my question to you is, if you're lying on this scale and completely going against a manifesto, I think you heard it about 100 times there in that sort of compilation video, that should be illegal. And then whatever they got should not be counted and things should surely be reversed. Again, interesting fact that really, isn't it? How much lying was there on that scale it should genuinely be illegal in politics. But, you know, these guys, these people aren't held accountable with regards to it, which was really, really devastating to see. I'm going to take some comments, guys, and we're going to be moving on to, of course, Peter Lynch story, which is truly heartbreaking. Every time I hear about it, it is really, really sad, of course, because with the sort of fallout of what happened to the actual Southport situation, the Southport killer, the murderer, the savage, we found out that indeed that the British public were actually correct and they were withholding information, and again, they were absolutely correct. It just makes things all worse. It makes the matters even worse. Again, Peter Lynch as an individual should never have been in jail anyway. He should have never been in prison. You know, did nothing violent, just held some sort of placards and was sentenced to 2 to 3 years. And it's of course been found out. Now, obviously, investigations have happened into his sort of death, and people have been looking into it itself. And an inquest has been, of course, launched with regards to the situation. And let me just get a picture up here quickly. There we go. Let me just put this loud and proud. As I said, Peter Lynch there. Sorry for any blurry stuff there. But of course, it has came out, troops, that the 61-year-old man was found dead, of course, in prison. And he has been reported that he's hung himself. Obviously, he was jailed after being convicted for quote-unquote rioting outside a hotel housing asylum seekers. But of course, as I keep on telling you, there was nothing in terms of violence. He was just holding some placards. And now it's kind of came out that they want to, I think his son's launching an inquest into the thing and demanding answers as to why he was actually imprisoned in the first place. And rightfully so. Why was he? Why was he jailed in the first place? And as I say, Casey Lynch has demanded an investigation into his father. 2 previous suicide attempts were not addressed sooner before the inmate was suspected to taking his own life. An inquest into the grandfather's death heard that Lynch died from hanging at HMP Moorland in South Yorkshire on October 19th. He had been initially jailed for taking part in the riots, as we keep on saying, but again, wasn't doing anything. I think he yelled scum and held up some placards, wasn't violent. I keep on reiterating that because it's important, a part of the situation. As I said, he was later then sentenced to 2 years and 8 months at Sheffield Crown Court, which is absolutely disgusting. Requesting further information regarding the investigation into his father's death, Casey Lynch has said that he'd like to have an investigation whether my dad should have actually been there in the first place. Additionally, he asked that the coroner could be locate the judge's sentencing because he wanted to know what remarks he made about my dad on the sentence. He also wanted to know why his father's 2 previous suicide attempts were not taken seriously by the necessary authorities. A former prison governor basically came out and said that any death in custody is a tragedy, not all can be prevented. However, the profile of this offender, rightly jailed for his role in rioting, suggests to me he ought to have at least been considered as a suicide risk. Absolutely disgraceful comments there from a prison governor. I don't believe at all he should have been in jail. But as stated, a full inquest apparently will be held at a later date. So an update with regards to sort of Peter Lynch. Again, I keep on reiterating here at British Stand, he should never have been in jail in the first place. And we're waiting to see what more comes out with regards to him. But that's an update on him. But the main story, guys, is the fallout from the budget. There's been interview after interview after interview. But again, Keir Starmer, Rachel Reeves can't answer simple and basic questions with regards to them breaking every single pledge, essentially, from their manifesto. Well, not every single one of them, but a few of them. And again, are in fact raising the taxes up by £40 billion. We just shared a compilation video with regards to it. And this man, this woman, this Labour government are genuine disgraces. And my question to you to finish off this live stream is, lying at this scale, should it be illegal to lie at that scale to the British public? Yeah, yes or no? Let me know down there in the old comment section below. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys. I'm telling you now, we are less than 500 away. I don't even know where we are now. We're very close, less than 500 away from the big 100,000 subscribers, guys. We're gonna have a party, and thank you for all subscribing. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.